fellow colleagues in the legal profession, allow me to once again introduce myself. My name is Peter Wanyama, that is the PM. I was born 43 years ago in the peasant farms in Goma County, based on State Pies. Today I am standing before you to formally confirm that we have run a successful campaign for the Law Society of Kenya President. And I want to begin by thanking all Kenyans and advocates for believing in my cause. It is a cause that will transform the Law Society of Kenya, a cause that will set leadership at the Law Society of Kenya. And we believe that under my tenure as Law Society of Kenya President, we will do what it takes to be able to once again reconnect with Kenyans. In terms of my campaign manifesto, it is based at the foremost on the question of protecting the sovereignty of Kenyans. And allow me to just say something here. To the residents of Vikobani in Miritini, Mombasa, if you are watching this coverage, just know that Law Society of Kenya has listened to your cry. That gas company that is emitting toxic waste to the environment, that gas company in Vikobani in Miritini, Mombasa, that is emitting a lot of gas, bad waters that damage the environment. Kids are suffering from cancer. People in Vikobani have health problems because of that gas company. I want to state that henceforth, the Law Society of Kenya will be responsible for the pushing through of the rights of all Kenyans, including the people of Vikobani in Mombasa, who yesterday went to the media and complained severely that the government of Mombasa, the government of Kenya, is doing nothing. Remember, they are doing nothing to protect the residents of Vikobani from toxic gas emission. Under the Constitution of Kenya, every Kenyan has a right to clean environment. And it is the responsibility of the Law Society of Kenya, under my leadership, to listen to every concern of Kenyans to ensure that we protect your right to clean environment, and we are going to do what it takes to immediately address that problem, the problem of Vikobani in Miritini, Mombasa. We will not allow Kenyans to suffer, yet the Law Society of Kenya has a mandate under Section 4 of the LSK Act to protect the public and to advise government on legal issues. So to me, that I believe is a core function that we are going to implement. Members of the public, just know that we are going to utilize our resources in the legal profession to ensure that we protect public interest of Kenyans. And therefore, the residents of Vikobani in Miritini, Mombasa, please, we are going into a new leadership from next week when we get elected this Thursday. We are going to do what it takes to ensure that we immediately file a public interest case at the Land and Environment Court in Mombasa. We will liaise with the Mombasa Law Society to ensure that we protect your rights to a clean environment. And let this message go throughout Mombasa and throughout Kenya. Every company that is damaging our environment, we will do what it takes as Law Society of Kenya to provide that sufficient backing to you, because that is our mandate. Secondly, on the question of protecting the sovereignty of Kenyans, I also want to assure members of the legal profession and Kenyans that under my leadership as Law Society of Kenya President, we will fully protect your sovereignty. We will fully protect your sovereignty as Kenyans, because we know at the moment that you are actually suffering. The economic situation is not very good. Most Kenyans don't have disposable income in their pockets. There is a problem because throughout the household economy, we cannot afford basic services as Kenyans. So under my leadership as Law Society of Kenya President, I will do what it takes to ensure that we protect Kenyans from an aggressive government. We will look at and audit all laws which have been passed by Parliament to ensure that the rights of Kenyans are fully safeguarded. We will not allow under any circumstance under our tenure for government to increase taxes willy-nilly, to raid our pockets. You are suffering and they raid our pay slips. We go to the shop and you find the cost of goods and commodities is very high. And all that is the product of a regime that is really taxing Kenyans heavy. We will ensure that every taxation that is done by government protects the sovereignty of Kenyans, and if it is painful, Law Society of Kenya is going to resist these policies so that we are able to protect Kenyans from suffering. So I want to make that assurance that we are going to do mass public interest litigation to protect Kenyans who are arrested by the police for no reason, to protect Kenyans from government.